to Several Questions with Nate Chappell, Finn Hammond, and Johnny Fisher.
So the way the Several Questions work is that basically we found a machine in the woods called the Questionator 5000 that was evidently engineered to generate infinite, very silly questions, and Johnny, Finn, and I have dedicated our lives to answering them all, one by one by one. And I guess one question we have to get out of the way right away is there still a dead bug in your ear, Finn?
Yeah. It's gone. It's gone.
All right. Please tell me what happened.
All right, so I woke up in the morning.
When I woke up this morning,
and
there's a bug in my ear. Yes, way down in my ear. Okay, sorry.
I woke up and I couldn't hear, and I looked up on the internet like I'm camping, and I suddenly can't hear, and they're like, "Oh yeah, bug probably came in your ear."
Did you suspect the bug
when it went in your ear?
Already, it made in your ear,
arrived in your ear,
entered. Do you believe? Did you already suspect that it was a bug? Is that why you put "I was camping"?
Yeah. Exactly.
Like in the Google search, yeah.
The results were like, you could get, there's like a bacteria you can get, but it's mostly like kids are like susceptible to that.
You're young at heart, though.
That's true. It's right. And it went right from my most youthful
part, your ear.
Yeah, right from my ear. And I left the campsite. And went to the better campsite down the road. It was like a mile down the road where like the RVs were and stuff, because they had like a shower.
Mm-hmm.
I went there, talked to the ranger there. They gave me an eye contact solution thing, like a squirty bottle.
Squirty saline.
Oh, nice.
Squirty saline. And I poured that out, and then I put hot water in it, and I sprayed that in my ear. Nothing. Couldn't hear a thing. I had someone look at it. Nothing in there. They couldn't tell what it was. It just looked like blackness. And then I don't know. I walked around. Yeah. Just an empty void. Then eventually I got like a kit. I went home. I hiked around all day without hearing stuff, which was interesting because I don't know, when your hearing's kind of dulled, like you can't make out individual conversations that people are having.
I thought you were going to say you gained like super sight or something.
Yeah. No, it gave me kind of. I was thinking about less what people were saying and doing, which kind of let me focus on other stuff. This is just not that I saw a bunch of people, but like at the gift shop or whatever. I'm usually the most stressed out. Don't know what gifts to get.
Yeah,
guys, I got you the wrong. If I got you the wrong gifts, this is why.
No, it's okay, buddy.
And then eventually I went home and went to Walgreens and got like a compact earwax kit. And they basically give you like an oil that you put in your ear and then a syringe to spray it out. And that worked after a few tries.
Did you see what kind of bug it was?
No, by that time it was a brown mush. And I think I had killed it by trying to fish it out at first.
Oh, interesting.
Or not, I didn't try to fish it out with a rod and
a smaller bug,
bait.
Like a tiny one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would have been a stupid thing to try. I'm glad you didn't try that.
Okay, yeah.
Well, I'm glad that the bug got out of your ear.
Thank you.
I'm proud of you.
Thanks, guys.
Okay, let's answer some questions.
What is objectively the best pudding?
Oh, butterscotch.
Mm-hmm.
For sure.
I fully agree. That would totally be my answer. Butterscotch is the best pudding. It's a great, I think part of it, you tell me, Johnny, it's your question.
Well, I mean, it's sweet. It's a unique flavor. It
Rich.
Yeah, that's
It's very
basically all I
rich.
got. It's rich.
I
and
think
it's-
part
mean,
of what I like about it is that it's not the typical pudding. I feel like when you encounter puddings, it's usually chocolate.
mhm.
Occasionally, like a weird, like a vanilla type situation. But
Yeah, or chocolate vanilla mix, like a swirl or something.
I think you're thinking of soft serve. I've never seen a.
No, I
swirled
mean,
pudding.
yeah, but I mean, like, or sometimes it's a layer.
Oh, in the
you know?
cups. Oh, yeah, in the cups they
Yeah,
do that, don't
yeah.
they? I don't really eat the
Mhm.
cups, and it's an ethical thing. I have ethics, and you don't. So it's like
You don't
know what
believe
I
in
mean?
cups.
Yeah, I don't
No.
believe
Nate's drinking out of his hand right now.
This coffee is very hot. I have to say. I wish I would have made it a little less hot, but
Yeah, you don't have to make it that hot. That's still,
no, that was
still
me.
works.
I did that. I totally chose to do that, and then I microwaved it afterwards.
In
It's like I've
what?
got something against my hands. Okay, so it doesn't really matter. Your vote doesn't matter because this is what we do here, right? Is vote. We're voting. Johnny and I both say butterscotch, so your vote doesn't matter, Finn. Just like
Yeah,
in
completely
American
both.
politics.
Also, I don't think I have a strong opinion about it.
Oh,
I guess I could
Oh.
I could bring up tapioca pudding. What do you guys
Yeah, I
think?
know
Oh,
you're
shit,
gonna say
that's pretty good.
tapioca.
that's good.
I
I kind
like
of wasn't
it.
thinking about tapioca. Tapioca pudding is good. It also has a similar
It is good.
uniqueness, or because it's got the little
It's true.
the jelly balls in it.
No, we-
I would say that's the second best. Then.
I would do.
It's to butterscotch.
Yes.
I might
Oh,
put
wow.
chocolate. I actually might put chocolate above tapioca.
Oh,
Mm.
okay.
I do like a
Yeah,
good,
well,
like a
I
good,
mean-
well-made chocolate pudding, not just like a box chocolate pudding necessarily, but like
That is good.
for real chocolate pudding is really good. It's almost like a mousse.
hmm When you crush up your bones yourself
I'm sorry, what?
for gelatin.
Oh, for the gelatin. Is there
Yes.
gelatin in pudding?
hmm
Oh, there is.
Lots of it.
Oh, really?
So it gets all wiggly.
There's Jello pudding. Is that different?
There is. That is
Well,
a brand.
Jello is just a brand name,
Uh-oh.
and they make a pudding. It's not Jello pudding. Did you think it was Jello pudding, like half pudding, half Jello?
I thought, maybe some sort of gelatinous pudding.
What if
But I
it was
guess it's all that way.
pudding Jello layered? I bet that's a thing, huh?
Sure, yeah.
That sounds really
Oh,
gross.
yeah. hmm
It's like a cherry
Interesting
pudding,
texture.
like lime pudding, or like sorry, lime Jello and like tapioca pudding. Actually, that might not be terrible.
Lime.
Maybe.
No, that would be what?
Would it be terrible?
That's citrusy and
Milky.
whatever. Yeah, tapioca is ricey. I guess
Yeah,
that
I feel like that
might.
might be okay. That would be better. I feel like than like lime and chocolate pudding or lime and butterscotch pudding. That would be really bad.
Oh, that'd be gross.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, for sure.
Okay, so I think
Um,
we answered this. The objectively best pudding is butterscotch pudding and lime layered.
And we're not talking about British pudding.
Oh, we're not talking about British pudding,
We're not talking about British pudding,
isn't it?
isn't it?
I think
No,
we're ready for our
Brexit.
next question. Is everyone? Are we done with pudding? What? Okay, bye. Next question.
Which is scarier, lightning or thunder?
Thunder is, yeah, lightning happens before you realize it happens.
Yeah, you had that bumper sticker that says lightning happens.
Lightning happens before you.
no, just
even
lightning
realize.
happens. Just like
Oh yeah. That's right. And I often say that in my day-to-day life.
well, lightning happens every time you get struck.
Or when someone else gets struck around me, because that's just constantly happening to me.
That's why we moved into Pittsburgh. Stay away from us.
I believe you can. Thunder's scarier. I think I've been scared by thunder more.
Hmm.
Is it because it's the threat of lightning is behind it? I don't think so. I think it just sounds loud.
I think the loud sound is the scarier thing too. Lightning is kind
It
of
is
like
rumbly.
majestic and fun to look at, but like the only bad part is like you're like waiting for the horrible noise.
Yeah,
See,
absolutely.
Lightning,
going
you can see
lightning.
where it is. You're going lightning.
Yeah, I mean, because it does also make a horrible noise because the sizzle just before it strikes, and then the loud crack as it's making its beam right next
Well,
to
I
you.
think the
It's
crack is
seriously scary.
thunder though, isn't it?
Well, I mean, then the thunder rolls after
The thunder
the
roll.
crack.
I think that the thunder. It's not called a lightning crack, is it?
I
Although
mean,
that
when it's
is what
next to
they
you.
called you in college, but that's because of that crazy.
Yeah, that incident.
Crack
We don't
thing,
want to
so.
talk about that.
Yeah.
So wait, no, what?
So that sound is coming from.
I mean,
So
I know.
that's not
I guess
thunder?
you could say lightning is making the thunder. So ultimately, it is the lightning that is scarier.
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying? I don't. So when did
I
you
mean,
get?
I am
When have
saying
you
that.
been so close to a lightning strike?
When I've lived in Florida and Alabama,
Mm.
Lightning.
strikes lightning a lot down there. But there's one time that I think in particular when I was living in Alabama, I was outside in a thunderstorm and the lightning just struck this electric, like one of those generator things or whatever.
Transformers.
Right, transformers. Yeah, it was
More
like
than
right
meets
next
the
to
eye.
us. Mm-hmm.
What was it? What was its original form?
Yeah. What did it turn into? What did it turn into? Either way, depending how you look at it.
Yeah.
Chicken.
Well, I think it was like
was it
a
a chicken.
It was like a big chicken.
Was it a
it
big
was like
chicken?
a cylinder, and then
Oh,
it turned into like a burnt cylinder.
I had that one. I had that one. You guys remember
Yeah, I
that
had
one?
that one too. Yeah, it's like it was cool because they made it smell. So like when it after it transformed, it would smell like burnt. Like
This little wisps of smoke would
rubbers
come
and
off of it.
stuff.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
awesome.
I love playing with that. And they do. There's a song called "Lightning Crashes." Now that I'm thinking about it, so I will take back my lightning crack thing. I mean, it's true.
but
lightning-
there's a song called Thunderstruck.
That's true.
And that doesn't make sense if you think about it.
Thunder. Well, they're Australian, and they.
Oh, yeah, they're the other
It goes differently
hemisphere.
down there. The
Yeah, the lightning goes-
it goes thunder first, then lightning. in the
Yeah,
southern
yeah.
hemisphere. Okay,
That's
we got that
wild.
figured out. Next question, please, questionator, if you don't mind.
If you could grow one non-food, non-plant product in your garden, what would it be?
Well, food. Okay. So maybe toilet paper? I think I'd grow toilet paper. I feel like that's something that I always need. It'd be nice just to have access to it.
Think it'd be a tree. I think it'd be like a
Or a bush. Or a
or a
little,
bush.
what about like a tomato plant where it's like kind of like a bush, but not?
A
Maybe
vineyard.
it would grow like a tuber. Like a.
Oh, yeah. Underground.
Mhm.
A root.
What if the toilet paper roll grew out of the ground and then it like grew the toilet
right.
paper
Like a rabbit
into a
roll.
roll?
Cool. That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's my answer for sure. Toilet paper.
I have more
Although I guess
questions
it would
about
kind of. Now that I'm thinking about it, that would be a terrible product because it would get so wet.
Oh yeah, how
But
does
then
that
it dry.
work? I mean,
But, it
just have to
you,
dry it out.
but you can't like wet toilet paper and then dry it and use it. Like, because it won't
Well, I
come
mean,
off the roll, right?
This particular toilet paper maybe.
Oh, wait,
could.
it's bread too? It has been.
or once you cut it off the root, it kind of acts differently.
Sure. It dries out to perfect. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, there's a problem
Um,
in my answer, but I'm going to stick with it. Just like all of the mistakes I've made. I'm just going to stick with them. You, Finn, you, Johnny, those are two of my big mistakes.
I'd have
But
like
I'm
a
gonna stick with you.
phone charger
Thanks.
growing station just by my window.
Uh-huh.
That I don't need all that, but maybe it gives me like a charger once a year or twice a year.
Oh, a charger. Okay, I was thinking, what if
Like
it
a-
was just like a tree that had a bunch of cables, so you could just
Yeah,
like, plug
sure.
your phone into, so you could always,
Mm-hmm.
that'd be nice.
That would be sick.
Different, different. It grows different cables, so it's not just for your phone. It's USB mic,
It's just
like
not
micro
just
USB.
USB. It's like HDMI. Is
Word. I think like okay, the little charging block. I think I lose that more often than like the actual cable, or the cables seem to be around more. But yeah, I'd grow them all as one unit, and they'd be in my kitchen window above my sink
Okay.
or whatever.
All
How
right.
about you, Jen?
What about you, John?
What do
Oh,
you
I'd totally
say?
get a money tree.
Yeah.
Oh god damn it!
Yeah, we really missed that one. I'm going
Yeah.
toilet paper.
Yeah. I mean, you know, maybe we could do a trade.
Oh, you mean you could buy some of my
Yeah.
toilet paper?
Yeah.
And you could buy a charging
Stops
block.
being a-
Yeah, I
from
could buy a
Finn.
charging block from Finn. Yeah.
Hey, this is how the world's economy started. The very concept of commerce began as
Mhm.
maybe we could do a
1%.
trade. One guy had a money tree.
With intrinsic value.
Well, I mean, it's
Um,
probably not that untrue. As far as like somebody had a bunch of gold or whatever,
It's
or
true.
spices,
Yeah. Rubies. Salt.
salts of the world.
Yes.
Let's
okay.
name them.
all the salt.
We got the time.
Himalayan.
We got
Sea.
Mhm.
Himalayan.
Pink salt.
Yeah, that's the pink one.
The-
Iodized.
Smoked sea salt. Morton's
what's the kind-
coarse kosher salt.
Grinder.
I used to,
Kosher,
I used to work in a cheese kiosk in Portland, and we also sold different salts. And people would ask me about them and what they tasted like, and I would always say, "Well, this one's pretty salty." And I would say half the people got it and half the people did not, and just were like,
They're like,
"Okay, interesting." Did we we finished? We figured it out, right? We're down to the fourth question.
I think we figured it out.
If you had to put on a big art show 1 year from now, what medium would you work in?
I think we all know the answer to that one.
Numbers.
Well, stone. Yeah,
Oh.
numbers.
Sorry, no.
Postmodernism.
Watercolor. Let's say it together. Watercolor.
Late Soviet era. Or just a long word.
Long words, John, what would it be? Oh, stone.
It'd be stone. Rock.
In
I'd
what,
probably
what form?
make carvings and maybe some cabochons, which are jewelry pieces.
Uh-huh.
Aw.
I'd make them look cool. I'd polish them.
Oh, you'd make it look cool. Interesting.
Yeah, maybe paint some. I don't know. Maybe turn some into some magnets. That's art.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Magnets
Have
is
a-
art.
A rock fashion show.
Yeah, rock fashion show.
Walk around with a
A
big
rock magnet.
Make some beads.
Get it like a rock magnet, It's like
Yeah.
kind of like a near pun, I would call it.
Have a rock music.
Boo! I don't know. I don't know if I have a boo sound effect or not. So instead of having to put that in, I'll just do it.
I was hoping someone would follow up with another thing. Now it's just going to be
Left you hanging there.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, man, not this time. Okay, me, I would say stone. I would work in, I don't know, I suppose video, just because that's what I'm best at.
Mm.
But I feel like that might be boring. Oh, maybe
No,
I'd
it'd be okay.
do performance art. That's what I'd do. I would think of some
there you
very
go.
intricate performance
dance.
art bit to do. Yeah, something. Yeah, that's what I would do. I don't know. Obviously. Let's quick brainstorm what it could be. Okay, like Shia is that his name? Shia LaBeouf.
That's the name.
Shia LaBeouf did a thing where he, I don't know, sat and people could just yell at him. Is that what it was?
He watched his autobiographical movie in a theater, and you can watch the movie. I think that's what it was. Or
Oh,
something.
really? I think there might be two then, because I think there was another one where you could just yell at him. He was just staring at you, and you could yell at him. And that was the idea. Or I don't know if that was the idea, but he was in New York and said you can say whatever
And that's what
you want to me. And so yeah, you have to know that's.
I guess
what's gonna happen.
that's a deal I kind of have with everyone.
Yeah, yeah. I'm probably gonna stare at you awkwardly if you and if you don't. Maybe so performance art. Let's brainstorm it here. Let's just brain ball. Let's shitball this for a second. There are 3 things.
You can have a mystery dinner party.
That's an art exhibit. What if I feel like it would be fun to do a thing where, what if it was half video, half performance art, where I was having an argument with myself on a video chat? What if it was a very long Zoom conversation with myself?
It's like a convincing.
It's like a comment on, how out of touch geographically our society has become as a result of the. And then I'm gonna go to sleep now. Good night, guys. Oh, sorry, I got bored in the middle of what I was saying. That's the problem with performance art. I think I'd have to make it much dumber than that.
I think you can do it. You can fill up.
I think you can do it. I think you can make it something much dumber than that. If anybody can, it's you. Just keep trying.
It's definitely you.
All right, Finn, what about you?
I'd make it an escape room.
Okay.
I put like art in the walls, but it'd be like the Mona Lisa and stuff. Really basic, famous art. Which would be very funny, I think, just initially to see just like a bunch of famous paintings that are obviously posters, but you paid thinking it was an art show. And then
so you go in thinking it's an art show and it ends up being an escape room. Is that what you mean?
And it ends up being an escape room. Think about it. That's a great room. Think of all the clues you can hide.
Shut up. I'm thinking about it.
Okay.
Yeah, you're right.
The next clue you'll find the key is in the painting by the sea. Yeah, see?
What
I guess I just gave it away.
Yeah.
It's like the one I clearly painted or whatever.
Well, I mean, you could have like 6 paintings of a sea there. You
Just
don't
the
know which
letter
one.
C.
Yeah.
What if there was 6 paintings with a C, but then one has the letter C in it?
Yeah, that's the one.
Oh yeah, it's the letter C. That's it.
If you guys want to boo me,
throw 'em
that's
off.
fine. You guys can boo me.
No, that was great.
Okay.
It's
I was
exactly.
thinking, I have one last idea about this. Not the escape room. That's stupid. About the art show. A big art show. What about if you put on an Art Garfunkel concert?
That's funny. I'm laughing.
You are.
He performs.
I don't know. Is he still alive? If he's not, then no,
Yeah,
because that would be macabre.
Oh yeah, that'd be messed up. Yeah. I think he's. I don't know. I haven't heard about his death.
I'll call him. And we'll see, and we'll do this in 1 year from today.
All right.
All right, see you guys there.
Okay.
Next question.
What, besides a sled, would make a good sled?
Looking around. Well, I'm not in the best. I guess like a pot.
Pot.
That's not big enough, huh?
Let's make you get 2 pots. Put them on your feet. Kind of ski down.
Do you think those are the original ice skates? Cookie sheet.
Cookie sheet. That's a pretty good one.
I don't have any flat things that are much bigger. Like I guess I don't know.
I mean, like a garbage can lid, like a Rubbermaid one.
Yeah, but a cookie sheet would be better than that.
Or like some cafeteria trays. That'd be good. I've done that before. A cardboard box isn't bad.
Sure. I've seen people do that. Maybe trying to think of what's like slippery. Oh, a sled. Oh no. Just besides a sled.
What's
there's
surfboard.
what's stuff that you like have to be careful with when you're around it when it's snowy. That's what I'm trying to think of. Is like what about a big sheet of ice?
Oh yeah,
that would be perfect.
Could slide down that.
I think so. Unless it would, I don't know, maybe the friction would melt it. So it wouldn't be very slippery then.
I mean, it wouldn't last long.
What about a garbage bag
That's
over a
interesting.
piece of ice? I'm just kidding. What about, I know. What about one of these books about critical race theory, huh?
That's perfect.
Instead
Those
of
are very
burning it.
slippery.
Yeah, it's a slippery slope. I don't know. Sorry. Maybe we should not talk about this. Let me think of something else. Are there any food items that would work?
This is a great question.
What about a salmon?
Watermelon?
I was thinking watermelon right away too.
It's the biggest one.
Yeah.
Salmon is a fish that would
Are you sure?
squish. A fish that would squish under your feet.
Salmon, the fish that will squish.
Squish.
Fish that squish.
It's like the
Foot on
phrase that
top.
pays. But the fish that squish. No. So yeah, I'm gonna go with
Yeah.
I mean, there's got to be a bigger fish than a salmon. So a bigger fish. I'm gonna go with my official answer is a bigger fish than a salmon.
I said swordfish. Now that's an interesting idea.
Oh,
I think it'd probably squish less easily, and it would look cool. Donkey Kong did it.
oh,
But
he did.
he swam with it. Yeah, he rode it like a horse under the water.
He rode it like a horse into the water.
Mhm.
Okay, I will interrogate
You
that.
You have
no
a prob-
further.
you have a problem with that?
No, makes sense to me. And yeah, and as a matter of fact, I don't need anything else from you guys because that's all the questions we have for today. Okay, now get out there, ask questions, check your ears often and furiously, and be curious, not furious. And always remember, the first part of question is quest, and the second part is shun. And of course, tune in next time or else to hear once again us answer several questions. Really got the syntax out of order there. You're out of order. This whole podcast is out of order.
Thank you for listening to Several Questions, a production of Wolf Out Radio. Click on the link in the show notes for more Wolf Out shows.